As regular viewers of the Sri Lanka Morning Show, I'm sure that you're familiar with the format of the program where we generally telecast the news at this point. Today, however, we've changed that format to mark this special occasion and we have postponed the telecast of the news. We assure you that the news will be resumed next week. But today, to celebrate the telecast of the historic 1000th episode of the Sri Lanka Morning Show on Channel 31, we share the continuation of the celebration. Enjoy.
I'd just like to open the mic to anyone else who has a few words to say. So again,
I might say quickly before we start. Hello everyone. I'm really happy that we all come here today to celebrate. But first thing I want to thanks Professor Vijayaratna. He's done a marvelous job. I didn't expect him to do it. So thank you very much for doing this. While he was in studio, we were discussing his interviews on 1000 program. He said, we have to celebrate. I said, we are not going to celebrate. We have work to do. No, I'm going to do it. You don't worry. So thank you very much for doing this event. And also I want to thank my all presenters here, Nolan, Derek, thank you. They are the very committed CEO, they are committed, my presenter, they are always helping us. And then my sponsors, we can't do anything without the sponsors. So they're all helping us from the day one, like inception of the program. We have good sponsors, they are all friends, and they are helping as well. Finally, I want to say thank you to my wife and my two daughters. They are always helping. I don't know how long we can do this, but they are helping as well. My wife is actually a presenter, backup presenter, news reader, and also helping make up everything. So I can't do without them actually. So even now, my daughter is doing the maybe camera. So always the case. So thank you very much. Thank you for everybody. And we'll open the microphone to say a few feedback. Maybe Derek can start. Thank you.
We got only 90 seconds. I'm going to time it now. I got to tell you that we started off very small. Originally, we used to record at Swinburne Tech. And around about 9 o'clock, the security guard comes in and says, you got to finish the program. So one fine day, I told Nimal, we don't want this. Can we have our own studios? So we bought our own cameras and built a beautiful studio. Anyone who walks in, they say, oh, wow, what a nice studio. And ever since I had the privilege to interview from prime ministers to actors to you name it, they came on the program and they got very good exposure being on our program. And as Noelin said, for Sri Lankan Morning Show to achieve 2 awards, it's an honor, considering they got all different nationalities. And when our Sri Lankan Morning Show was we got the Antenna Award, I just couldn't believe myself that we have been recognized as one of the top shows with 31. Having said that, I got to also thank Sugita. At the start, she was very shy. She never came on camera or anything. She was always on the background and helping Nimal. But nowadays, sometimes she does the news and she still keeps the program alive. And also, I take the opportunity to thank all the sponsors over the years who has helped us to keep our show alive. And we still, if you want to be on the program, please give Nimal a ring. And if you want any interviews, he's always there to help you guys. And finally, I want all of you to give Nimal and Sugita a big round of applause for doing such a great job.
Thank you, Derek.
Sugita, you want to say a few words?
Yes, why not? Okay, firstly, I just want to say a big thank you to Professor Tissa Vijayaratna and Dilani Vijayaratna, organizing such a beautiful event. I think this is all our very close, beautiful friends here, always with the Nimal behind. And you can see the cake I just want to thank Charmaine and Jerome. This is actually gifted, this cake. And Dammi, Ruan and Sioda, they bought the cupcakes. And more cupcakes from Tissa and Dilani and more foods there. But yes, I just want to say big thank you to everyone always behind us. Nimal always is working very hard. Sometimes 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock he's doing the program. I think this is a good achievement, I believe. Then I wish him to do more programs. That's all. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of day. Thank you.
Let me invite a couple of youngsters to share their thoughts. Let's have Dr. Sumudu Pereira and Sioda both to the podium. Come and share your experience, what this program meant to you.
Well, I started my involvement with the Sri Lankan Morning Show when I was 9 years old. Sorry. When I was 9 years old. And for that, I'm beyond grateful to Nimal Uncle and Sugita Auntie because I think it brought a lot of representation to young children my age. And I was very fortunate to be able to communicate and engage with other young children in our community. And it has been such a rewarding experience. So I'm very grateful and congratulations for the 1,000th episode. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Sumudu. I want to speak also from more of a sideline aspect as well. I think I still remember growing up as a child, every morning, Sunday morning, seeing the show, and it's just amazing to see how far it's gone. And big congratulations for the 1,000th episode. I still remember, for example, my sister being involved in that children's episode from young childhood work and work together with both of you two as well. So big congratulations. Hope to see the show go on for another 1,000 more episodes. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming. And just very briefly, I should mention, it's been many years ago that I was invited by Nimal and Sugita to come on board. And since then, we have grown. And it is a respect to this great gentleman over here. Why is because this program is a very useful, rich source of information, and it is made in a quality way that we know how much effort goes from Nimal and Sugita, because every time Nimal speaks to me just before the program, he says, "Apita me කාලෝචිත අවශ්‍ය මේ සමාජයට අවශ්‍ය දෙයක් මොකක්ද ඊළඟට කරන්නේ." So these were the always the mantra of Nimal. දැන් මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? මේ කොවිඩ් එකට අවශ්‍ය මොකද්ද? මොනවද ගෙදර හදාගත හැකි අත්බෙහෙත්? කොහොමද අපේ මනස සංසුන්ව තියාගන්නේ? So it's been a journey. It's been a journey that bind all of us together. Why? Because it comes from the heart. We are like a family, working together. And I know, just like the distinguished speakers spoke before me, it needs a lot of work. So many segments putting together, managing the time. I have seen Nimal working tirelessly. So it has paid off. It has brought the community together. And people still value this program. People call me when they want to make an appointment and say, "Ahal dawase karapu program ekේ සම්බන්ධ රෝගියෙක් තමයි මම." So it brings immense amount of pleasure to me. Thank you, and thank you Nimal, thank you Sugita, and as it says more eloquently, භාර්යාවගේ සහයෝගය අවශ්‍යයි. ඉතින් අපි හැමෝම මේක දන්නවා ප්‍රැක්ටිකලි. ඉතින් මේක හොඳ උදාහරණයක්. ඔබට මේ කටයුත්ත ඉදිරියටත් ගෙනියන්න දීර්ඝායුෂ යෝධ බල ශක්තිය ලැබේවා කියලා මම ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. And sponsoring this event, Professor, you and all the loving and kind, generous, good-hearted people who are here, thank you very much for spending your time here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tissa, and I have not met your wife for inviting me. My association with Nimal has been fairly recent when I got an invitation to come and talk about migration matters. I need to tell you that I was a viewer of your program for many, many years. Now, if my calculation is right, 1,000 divided by 52, that's more than 20 years, where we didn't have internets and we didn't have all this Facebook and all that. It's a great initiative, Nimal and Sugita, to bring the Sri Lankan community together. I think we used to huddle around the TV to find out what's happening, and we have come to a foreign country and the first generation, whoever the first generation migrants who are here. So this was the only source to find out what's happening, and I believe this is a great initiative and something to do on your own and stick to it for many years. I've lost words. Congratulations to you, Nimal and Sugita. And one other thing is, whenever I come for a program, I never get prepared. I think about the program whilst in the car, and that warm cup of tea and that biscuit of Sugita helps me to think what I'm going to talk about. Yeah. Thank you very much for allowing me a part of your program. All the best.
I might invite someone else who is not prepared to talk. The history of media work goes far back. Noeline had a little bit of introduction of that. And that can impact many people that you never believe that it would impact upon. Because the Chanit has banned talking, I won't go into those details. But let me invite Mr. Wijeratna to come to the podium and share some of his thoughts from those old days where he shared some memories with Nimal, Premakirthi Dalvis, all those big dons, long time ago. Come along. And I was a very young kid in a rural city at that time who benefited immensely from some of those programs.
I have about 2 years less than 50 years knowledge, and I mean knowing Nimal. So in Broadcasting Corporation, we worked together, and we worked in studios and transmitters everywhere. And I came to know Nimal at the training institute, and we worked together for a long time. So in the studios, we didn't have facilities like this. We had only old mixers, old cameras, old microphones. Everything is old as far as we concern these things. So with that equipment, we gathered a lot of knowledge and experience, and we gathered all the experience to come to the present stage. So thanks, Nimal, for bringing the technology up to this state, and thanks Tissa for organizing this event.
Sunari, why don't you say a few words about Sri Lanka Morning Show program and your experience so far? Come along.
It's a pleasure and an honor to be here today. Thank you very much for having me. Since meeting Nimal and Sugita, I've had the most fabulous experience presenting shows on the Sri Lanka Morning Show. And it is from the bottom of my heart that myself and my family who are here today wish both of you, Nimal and Sugita, the very best for a prosperous future. Congratulations on what you have done so far.
You've been watching the celebration of the historic telecast of the 1000th episode of the Sri Lanka Morning Show on Channel 31, which occurred last Sunday, the 27th of November. My congratulations and thanks to the director of the program, Nimal Alvis, and his charming wife Sugita for their commitment and support to the Sri Lankan community in Melbourne. Thanks also to Professor Tissa Wijeratna and Dr. Dilani Wijeratna for hosting the celebration at the AIM. I'm sure that you will join me in wishing the Sri Lanka Morning Show continued success and thousands more episodes in the future. Thanks for being with us. Bye for now.